Because whenever we're born, diba, the time that we're born and everything that comes with it affects who we are as characters, if you believe in astrology, right?
Yeah.
So for people who are born now, since it's an energy surge, are they gonna be like superhuman?
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I came across that.
Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. Itsyanimayo here, and today I'm joined by two special people. We have my sister, Ali, and my mom, Myra. You guys must be wondering, isn't this the Little Women girls? Yes, we are! But today, this is going to be a vlog type. So we have something special lined up for you today because we are living in history in the astronomy sense and other aspects of the universe sense as well. So we'll be talking about the Great Conjunction. Now, we just want to say that my mom is a huge enthusiast about this astrology, astronomy, and things of the universe. While us, we're just, curious bodies who like listening to her stories. So today, disclaimer lang, we are not experts of any kind regarding this. But my mom just researched about it, and based on her curiosity and her findings, let's talk about it a little bit today. So, Ma, you were talking about the Great Conjunction, which she has been talking about way before pa. And we just want to know, this is a huge thing happening in history. Why is it?
Yeah. So this research started during the quarantine because I was actually looking for something like the meaning of what is happening, of the unique 2020 year. So I came across this conjunctions of planets. By the way, conjunction means aligning of planets as observed from the Earth. So then I came across,
I was
from
So,
okay.
just so we had actually conjunctions already this year, and the last conjunction was really anticipated by the astronomy and the astrology world. So this is what they call the Great Conjunction of 2020.
So when you said the last conjunction, it's this conjunction that's happening now.
The main event, the main day where they are really closest to each other was on December 21. So a few days ago. So, but now they are still together, but not as close as they were last December 21. So, yeah. So, it was a great conjunction. It was great because it's happening between two largest planets. What are the largest planets, girls?
Jupiter and Saturn.
Well, you did your homework.
Weh.
So it's between two largest planets, Jupiter and Saturn. So actually, Jupiter and Saturn, they have conjuncted.
They conjuncted. They were a conjunct.
Yeah, they regularly appear to pass each other and do the
that's cool.
conjunctions every 20 years.
So
yeah,
they do this every 20 years.
yes,
So why is now something else? Yeah.
This is something else. It is a really, really rare event because they happen to be very, very close to each other this close to each other every 400 years.
Wow.
So they conjunct every 20.
Yes.
But they're closest every 40.
400.
400
years. Yeah, 400 years. So
Nakulangan
many,
ng
many
zero.
lifetimes ago. So the last
Conjuncted. The last conjuncted.
Great
Conjunction.
Conjunction was, if I remember right, it was in 1623.
If you remember
Isn't
it,
it-
it's like you're
It's
there.
around that 1623, and now that's why they're saying the astronomy world is saying that this is really a rare event that everyone should really take the opportunity to bask under the night sky and see what's happening up there in the night.
So why is it, if you said that it was nearest December 21, how can people see it now? Until when can they see it?
Up to I think the end of December.
Ooh.
Because they're
Pwede
starting
pa.
to move away from each other. So, how they can see this, according to NASA, is that in any part of the world, an hour after sunset. So
Anyone
hour
in the world
after
can watch this.
yes, an hour after sunset, you go out in an open area
Okay.
unobstructed view, and you look at the night and find these two stars, two planets. It's just that there will be difficulty when your place is cloudy at that time. It is really a rare event, and then you see, it will never happen again, no, in the next generation, because it's 400 years after that it will happen again when they are being this close.
Yeah. So that's the technical, like the factual side.
Yeah,
Of it.
astronomy. So how close they are to each other. Like for example, you're here and we're here in the Earth, and we look at the sun, the sky, and then we somehow see them. We put our arm's length like that, and then we put our pinky at pinky's finger in our arm's length. The two planets in last December 21 should be
Visually.
visually within the width of this pinky finger. So see
My
how
pinky is
the-
smaller. Your pinky is
the
bigger
width,
than...
yeah.
This!
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
this is
width.
like a sad love story, but with
I know.
planets. I feel so K-drama vibes right now.
So
Saturn and Jupiter.
that is how close they are to each other, that they appear to be one star.
Oh, so
Yeah.
for the people actually on Twitter, a lot of people have been taking a photo of this. So if you haven't seen it, there are a lot of photos resurfacing of Saturn and Jupiter together, but not a lot of people know its significance. 400 years, is this, since it's happening in December, is this like the star that...
Yeah, have you seen that?
Ano,
Yeah.
wait,
No,
we
have
go
you
to
seen-
church, we talk about
Have
it
you
every
seen
Christmas.
in Twitter also, in the social media, and then because it is now being popularly called the Christmas star.
Which one? The conjunction?
Yeah, the two
together.
stars. Together, because they appear to be one big star, and they're saying that it's a Christmas star, which is the star that
The
led the.
The Magi? Magi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I don't
Magi
know
to
about
Jesus. The three,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Magi to Jesus.
Oh, the three kings, Magi,
Yeah.
to the newly born Jesus in Bethlehem. Yeah.
So I was wondering, if that's the case, does it happen every December, like the 400 years? Do you think it happens every December or hindi naman ganun?
Not necessarily, I think. I haven't really checked on that. Maybe you can look
Research
at
about it. And comment down below if you do have research about it. So it's very interesting that the conjunction is linked to that, because it kind of gives you a familiarity with the story of Jesus more.
Yeah. Actually, someone asked NASA. I was doing
Checking the
some-
comments
Yeah.
and checking the
And then someone
questions.
asked NASA that if it is the same, really the same star that appeared during the time of Jesus, the birth of Jesus Christ, and NASA like said
they
na
know?
they're not really sure if they are the same planets, Jupiter and Saturn, but maybe at that time there was a conjunction such that
Because it's super
big.
bright.
Yeah, it's like one big star, bigger than the natural stars, normal stars that we see. So yeah, so that is the astronomy
Side of
Yeah.
the Great Conjunction.
Yes, which is I think Yani, a lot of people knows the significance about this. The fact that they took photos and posted.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people, I think people know there's these two, pero not like a huge background on it. But anyway, in my case naman, I really didn't know about the Great Conjunction until my mom told me about it. And I don't know, I haven't seen it pop up in the news, in local news.
Okay.
For people taking photos, I see it abroad, like foreign people taking photos and then people retweeting it. Pero people here in the Philippines, parang wala pang masyadong nakikita. Pero regarding the Great Conjunction, how about yung mga superstitious side, astrology side? You know, we do that in the Philippines, right? A lot of us also have, even though we're so religious, a lot of us still have that, ano ba yung meaning nito in terms of its effect on our, siguro, communication, or our love, or finance, or whatever. Do you have anything about...
Oh yeah,
Or
so
like-
I'm not an astrologer, but I've been also doing some research. In the astrology side naman, according to the astrologer world, there is like when this happened, actually it happened during the winter solstice, the longest night of the year in the northern hemisphere. So and which is is again another significant for the astrology world.
Astrology.
Yeah, because for the astronomy world, I think they said it's just a coincidence that it happened. But the thing is in the astrology world, it's a big event for them because when they say solstice, I've read that there could be like opening of energies, something like that.
Speaking of opening of energies, winter solstice in Avatar, The Last Airbender, is when the spirit world and the physical world can cross boundaries. The boundary is so thin that it's easy for them to cross. I don't know if you guys saw that episode. That episode, if you know that episode, comment it down below.
Is that the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes, which I always tell you to watch because it seems very, I think you'll be interested in it. But Netflix is gonna make a live action.
Yeah, I really like
you
live. I don't like
That's
cartoon.
live.
Except for Mulan.
Did you see like the trailer? Is it nice?
No, there's no trailer yet.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's that.
Yeah.
If you guys are enjoying this episode so far, please do leave a like and a share and a comment as well. Pero moving back to your great conjunction in astrology. So the winter solstice.
So there's so it happened, no, this great conjunction. So according to the astrology world, there is an energy shift. So they have what they call a change of the period. So this is now the shift. This officially marks the shift from a 200-year period during which these two planets made conjunctions in the air signs.
Wait,
Air sign.
Air signs are
I'm sorry. In the earth sign.
Oh, we're Earth sign.
From the earth sign. From the earth
We're not
sign
an Earth sign.
into the another 200 years period into the air sign.
Wait, again.
Earth signs are
The earth, again.
Virgo.
Shh, quiet, again. Okay, go.
Do you have a question?
No, I want to understand what you just said.
Okay, let me understand also before I say it. So, it officially marks the shift from the 200-year period during which these two planets made conjunction from the earth sign, Earth, into another 200 period in the air sign.
So what does that mean?
Okay.
How is
Yeah.
knowing that, like,
Yeah.
why should we need to know that it's Earth to air sign?
Yeah, good question. So, alright. So, the Earth question. Earth means kasi, that's like, let's say, 200 year past. So, from the Earth sign. So, the Earth sign is, they focus on materialism. No, according to what I've read, materialism into forming of empires, no, forming of dynasties. So, those things.
World domination.
Yeah, something like that. And then the air signs naman, they focus on mass mobility, decentralization.
Movers.
What do you mean?
That means going out into spreading out into to humanity.
Okay.
Yeah. And then technological advancement. So communication, coordinating with each other, being connected. So that is the air signs. They say that it is a big shift also because these are two powerful planets, right? And the Jupiter represents expansion, growth, being unlimited. So, being limitless.
Wait, when you say shift, it's becoming an air sign?
Yeah,
What do
from
you
the
mean by
Earth,
shift?
from energy shift from the Earth sign to the air sign. And then, what are the forces at play now?
What do you mean by energy shift? Like, it's going to have the same characteristics as an air sign? Or walang, it's kind of vague?
I think it's generally shifting to like the energy of how people are.
Into an air sign from an
yeah.
earth sign?
What the events will be more of in the air sign. The events will be affected like politically, socially, culturally. The people will be more into connecting to each other, more of decentralization. Because the Earth sign last 200 years is more of building of empires. So things like that.
Oh, you
Did
said-
I answer your question? Maybe comment down below.
I'm kind of confused. Okay. So, do further research on that.
Kasi I really cannot
Answer.
explain it more specifically. So it's like more of a general idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astrology naman is pretty general din eh.
Yeah, and then also when I look it up, they different astrologers, they have also different takes. But basically they have the same. It's more of the
Idea.
same. Yeah.
Oh, what did you say? Did you have like a specific Earth sign? Because you said Aquarius na air sign.
No, that's an example lang of the air sign.
No, I'm not talking about zodiac, ha. Yeah.
Oh, what are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about this. Because when I'm saying that I'm not talking about zodiac. You might think like it is about the individual zodiac sign. We're talking about that period. Is affected by this sign, which is the Aquarius sign.
It's not individual. It's the idea of the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The idea of the energy.
Okay.
So, but it doesn't mean that is the message for the specific Aquarian.
Okay. It says, I checked, Aquarius as an air sign is the invisible eruption of ideas from thin air. So, is this like a period wherein everyone will just start doing stuff, or it's a period when they should start doing stuff?
From what I gather, it's start of doing something.
Oh.
Because I think the Aquarians, they have ideas, diba? And sometimes they get frustrated because they cannot be able, because they have so many things they want to do. So parang since this is their period actually, so it's going to push them forward with their science. Yeah.
So, this is a transition period to the start of the 200 years na sinasabi mong transition to air.
Yes.
How does it manifest in other areas naman?
These two planets have their own force. They have their own forces.
Yeah.
So Jupiter, as I mentioned, represents expansion, growth. So people will be antsy to grow, impatient with what is going to happen for the next thing that
Yeah.
comes there.
For Saturn naman.
The Saturn represents, limitations and structure. So they are actually going to balance each other. So one of the astrologers, she advised that this is actually a very intense shift for everyone, which is going to be generally positive for everybody.
Oh.
It's just that we will have to be more patient. It doesn't happen right away, like first quarter. It's because Saturn is there to balance out the Jupiter. Yan. So Saturn is there to be more cautious, because Jupiter is more of taking risks. Yeah, so they say that we should not be frustrated if things doesn't happen right away. This is more like of putting in the structure there also, which is Saturnian. It's just that because this thing, what we are doing now, is actually will not only affect us for the next 5 years. It will the structure that we are doing now, or the foundation that we are setting up now, will affect us for the next 20 years till the next conjunction.
Till the next conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn.
Yeah.
That's not the nearest na.
Yeah. Or even there's even some are saying even to the next generation, because like it's another that it will also affect. It will move forward into another 200 years.
It's kind of in line because 2021 is gonna be the year when people start getting the vaccine.
Oh.
And we're gonna really enter a new normal because of everything that happened now and everything that's gonna happen as we move forward. So yeah, a lot of foundation. We talked about this in our podcast, the New Beginnings podcast. So you can head on over there to see our thoughts about 2021.
In the astronomy world, they say that let us go out there, look at the sky, and enjoy the view,
Yes.
which is very rare, once in a lifetime.
Mm.
While in the astrology world naman, this is an energy shift. So we have to be aligned with the shift, like they say, to also bring up our vibrations, our frequency, and then be joyful and spread the love.
Christmas,
Yes,
New Year.
and compassion out there. And meditate.
As a meditator. Alright, so that's our discussion on the Great Conjunction. So, it's pretty interesting because we don't know that these are different things that are happening beyond us, not just here in our little realm of human beings, but above the world, in the universe. And for some people believe that things that happen around the universe affects us also. Like, speaking of that, people born in this December, because there's gonna be an energy surge stuff. How is that gonna? Because whenever we're born, diba, the time that we're born and everything that comes with it affects who we are as characters. If you believe in astrology, right? That's why I'm Gemini, they're Virgo, and there are people who say that there are characteristics that we share with other people with the same zodiac signs. So for people who are born now, since it's an energy surge, are they gonna be like superhuman?
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I came across that during my research. They say that, I don't know, I'm not really sure, but they say that babies who are born at the end of the year will be highly psychic. So I don't know if what's
We
your
have a
take on that?
cousin. Oh, interesting.
Is psychic like seeing into the future or something? Like, what is it?
It
No,
depends.
they have a heightened sense of
Intuition.
everything.
They
Yeah.
are intuitive.
Their gut is strong. You know that Santa Claus. You know Rise of the Guardians? When Santa Claus is like, I can feel it in my gut.
Oh, I can feel it in my belly.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that we had this discussion today. At least it was able to enlighten other people on things happening around us. And if you guys found anything interesting about this, do comment it down below. If you want anything that you want us to talk about, just hit us up in the comments. We'll be back as little women. And, as us individually, as my family members guest in my vlogs too. So we'll see you guys in the next vlog or in the next Little Women podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. Merry Christmas! Happy New Year! It's been Yani Mayo.
It's been Alimayo.
It's been me, Moira Mayo.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.